What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Mass Market. How are y'all doing tonight? What's up, Richard? Got a few people in the chat already. What's up, A-Rat, Alex, Trent, and S? How are y'all doing? I am feeling much better. Thank you for asking, Alex, man. Trying to get over everything, man, but thank you for asking. So, what we got, guys? Market's up a bit since last time we live streamed. We got Bitcoin 38.5. We got Dogecoin going on a little bit of a pump here in the last, I would have to say, 15-20 minutes. Not looking bad. You know, 1441 trying to work its way back up, so we'll touch base on that, do some TA. Market's looking a little bit better here. We had a little sideways action around that 1442 where we got rejected earlier, and then you know, we kind of dipped down here 1365, bounced off support. Now we're working our way back up. So Dogecoin's looking a lot better. It really is. Ethereum still below 3,000. You know, we like it above that 3K mark, so we'll do some TA over there. I got some stocks I want to go over today. A couple of them I'm looking at. One of them's Canoe. We'll break it down. I got some pretty cool. They got some pretty cool vehicles I want to show you guys. Basically, Canoe's up 18.11% today, down a little bit in the aftermarket hours. So, kind of want to have on my radar right now. So I am watching it. So we'll see what happens. What's up, Nesto? Yeah, it's way past my bedtime. I'm currently aware of that, man. But man, today was my first day actually back at work, so you know, trying to find my groove, get back into the swing of things. Twitter's been taking up a lot of time as of late, so I'm trying to work things out. Also, I'm gonna be you know, hosting with Bulldog over there at Bulldog Trading, so y'all come check us out. You know, make sure you subscribed over there. I got a show Wednesday and Friday, and then I'm gonna hop on the weekend over there. But you know, I need to you know, get back in my groove, man. We used to streaming almost every night over here, and we haven't been doing that for quite some time. So I apologize. You know, me and the family, we were a little sick, so you know, I'm sure people understand. But I need to work at getting back in the grind and getting back into the swing of things. So what's up, Joey? How you doing, man? What's happening, Richard? Clown Baby, BITF, Maxi. What's happening, man? Where's BITF? I'm just curious, man. BITF. Dang, bro. Hey, it's doing good, man. Up 9.25%. You still got them calls, man? Let me know in the chat. That's awesome if you do, man. Yeah, hey, look, stock market was green today. Hell of a day. Crypto market looking better, man. The market's actually coming back, and I think that's a real nice change since the ultimate bleeding we've had since mid-December. So it's really, really nice to see the market starting to recover. You know, people are, you know, feeling a little bit better about the investments they may have been holding for that time period. I know myself, I'm feeling better. So it is good to see some green on the screen. We got Matic 165. I still think that's extremely cheap. XRP 62 cents, guys. I mean, gosh, look at Ethereum Classic 25. I can't believe that. So yes, I'm still here. I'm still buying. I'm picking up whenever I can. You know, it's just the nature of the beast right now. We're trying to add while the market's down and sell when the market's high. So let's kick off the show. Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. Let's check it out. See where it's at. See where the market's kind of feeling out right now. So Fear and Greed Index 26. Yesterday we had extreme fear. Last week was 12, so the market is starting to feel a little bit better. You know, we could go on a little bit of a run here. You know, I've noticed it last time when, you know, crypto was really taking a dip, that it was really dipping down to them single digits like we had, and then it starts to come back. So hopefully we're starting to see a little market correction here, start heading back in the right direction, so you know, people can start getting back in the green off a lot of their portfolios. So what's up, RW? How you doing? I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. Like, it really means a lot. And you know, the hardest part about it was not being able to stream, you know, because man, after, you know, doing what I had to do with the kids and getting everything situated, working on the Twitter spaces that we've been doing, hopefully you guys have been tuned into that. If not, make sure you follow me on Twitter. We've been hosting pretty big spaces every Sunday night. Really knowledgeable group of people in there, so I'd love for y'all to join up. But yeah, between that, trying to get back in the swing of things, it was a lot, and I rested up a lot last week. So like I said, I haven't been off that many days, and God, I can't tell you how long. So I took the time, rested, for my mental health too as well. Streaming 7 days a week for 6 months, it puts a lot of pressure, and I don't think you get to think about it until you take a step back for a second. But we're good to go, man. I'm feeling much better. The kids are doing good. They're all going back to school, so I appreciate y'all throwing that love out there for me. Richard, made 258 with Apple calls today. With Apple calls today, get out of here, man. What the Apple doing? What's it doing? $258 off of Apple calls. It's up 2.61%, man. That's a big day for Apple. 174. Wow. Kind of makes me kick myself for selling Apple a long time ago. Dang it. Whatever. It's all good. I got December 2022 calls and December 2024 calls and loaded up on shares. I wonder how bad the theta is on those, man. I know you're probably getting eaten up each and every day. I'm sure it's not much if you bought them that far out. But that's cool, man. Hopefully you're sitting fat on those calls, man. Nick Johnson, another face I always love to see in the chat, man. What's going on, dude? Good evening, everyone. I'm glad you're feeling better. Matt, thank you very much, Jonathan, man. I am feeling better. I always appreciate you tuning into the live streams too, man. Fam and health first always. What's up, Stevie E? How you doing, my man? Yeah, Ernesto, Doja had a little creep up earlier. Tried to take a step. Only thing I didn't like, man, 1442, that top. So look, I got this at 1450. I'm gonna move that down to that 1442. That's the level I'm watching right here for a potential little run we could have off of Dogecoin. That is the exact level we got rejected here. We had one rejection, two rejections. Didn't quite touch right here. Came back just about 30 minutes ago. Got a hard rejection. So let's see. Dogecoin likes to ride this 50 exponential moving average on the way up, and it is definitely moving in the right direction right here. Some might argue a little mini cup and handle forming. So let's see if we can bounce off this 50 exponential and then break over this 1442, because right after that we got 1535. That's your next level. That's what I'm kind of looking for a gap fill to come through off this break right here. So I say I might actually even put some in my swing trade account. Might look to pick up some off that 1419 for Doge. Pick some up, and I'll try to bust it through this gap. And there's not much in the way, so I think we could make some pretty good tendies. Let me get this music straight. Sorry. Potential gap fill all the way from 14.42 all the way to 15.35. That'd be a nice swing trade. So it's kind of what I'm looking at right here on Dogecoin. We do have pretty good support at that 13.75 range. As you can see, we kind of rubbed off of it and started heading back in the right direction. So that was very good to see. That was this morning. So yeah, today the market's looking great, man. I'm happy with them. Stock and crypto starting to make a bounce back. So you never know. Institutions could be just feeling it, but let's see what they're doing, man. Because for a while I kind of had that thought process that they might be buying the open, selling the close. Didn't seem to be the case today, so I'm still a little weary of it. If we could run for a couple days and they look to sell out Wednesday, Thursday, we might start seeing a little bit of red. So let's see how far we can ride this gap up. But as a whole, I think this week is going to be pretty bullish for stocks and crypto. We've been bleeding since December 15th. So this little bit of green's got everybody super excited, myself included. So that's what we got. What's up, Nufo? Hope all is well. Glad you're back, bro. I'm glad you're back, man. Thank you, sir. What's up, Eagle 3? Really good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a while. Always a pleasure. Seems the whole market is at resistance. We will see how that breaks through or not. What's up, SL? I'm hoping for it, man. Like I said, potentially looking for a retest right here at the 50. That 50 is hooking up right here off the 5 minute, so that looks good. Let's check out the 30-minute chart, kind of see where we're at. We're above the 200. We hooked above it about a couple hours ago, so that's looking a lot better. Ever since we rubbed off that support all the way to that resistance line, it looks a lot better. We're still in this channel though, which is cool. You know, we've been in here since 26 and about the 25th. We tried to break above it, came back in it, so I'm expecting a break back at, and there's that 15.35 range right there I talked to you about. So I'm expecting a gap fill, you know, and if we get enough momentum, enough buying pressure, we could eventually break through that. And you know, you got 16-cent range to fight with after that. So potential pretty good gap fill for a swing trade off of Doge coming in right now. So let's check out BTC, because that's what controls the overall market for crypto, being that it takes up so much of the market cap. The overall market cap kind of looking the same. Saw this little dip here, probably what happened with Doge earlier. Not surprised, but overall ascending level of support. We're setting some higher highs and higher lows, so that's a good sign. Kind of the levels I'm really looking for is that 39,000. That's going to be kind of crucial for us to hold, you know, and to actually, you know, break back out to put us on track to get back in the right direction. Totally, because right now 43 is that level where I'm comfortable with Bitcoin. You know, I'd like to see us at least try to get back to 43 right now, and there's not much. Once you break this 40,000 level, I think 40K right now is pretty psychological. I mean, look at this rip straight down. So once we do pop over this level, you know, it's not gonna be too much in the way. I could go back further, you know, months and months ago and find some levels, but I don't think there's going to be too much resistance. I think you're going to see some pretty big buyers, some pretty big whales stepping in, riding it up back up to 43,000. Hopefully this week, you know, if we can see a little pump. That's not totally out of the question to see a bump from 38,000, 38 and a half all the way to 43 potentially. You know, that would be the best case scenario. I think we're pretty solid here at 32. You know, a breakdown once again, you know, we could start looking at that $32,000 level for support, and then after, you know, I don't foresee it breaking down any further than that. But we'll watch it. You know, news is popping out every day. I mean, we got senators, all kind of congressmen, governors coming out with all this, all these bills on Bitcoin, which are positive for it right now. What we saw today, was it Arizona? Let me see. They had a senator introduce a bill to not tax crypto gains. So good luck with that. We'll see how that goes. Let me see. Did I tweet this space out? Nah, we're not gonna worry about it tonight. We're just chilling. So lots of great news coming in and out of the markets, man. I think we're due for a nice little bounce here shortly. Like I said, that gap fill is looking really nice. There's not much resistance where we're sitting. If we can get enough volume pressure and the bulls to step up right here, we could gap fill pretty freaking nice. I'm talking, you know, 10% gains off of gap fill. So really hope that's kind of what we see here in the next, you know, coming days for this week, guys. Hopefully it's a real good week. Again, don't wish or trade hope. No, absolutely, man. I'm strictly going off technical analysis and market sentiment right here, man. So that's what I'm seeing off the charts. There's not much in this area right here. If we can get a good push right here, you know, it is also a possible rejection point right here. You got to keep that in mind too as well. So I totally understand where you're coming from, but I am, you know, that's what it is. You know, I'm basically swing trading, so I'm betting that the market's gonna probably go for a little breakout right here. So we'll see what happens, man. You know, I might put a little bit at it on the 50 exponential moving average, especially on Doge. You know, I think if we get a big enough push and the bulls see what's happening, because they're looking at the same thing I am. You know, potential gap fill all the way to 16 cents. Pretty nice swing trade in my opinion right there. So let's go with Canoe, guys. A stock I've been looking at. I'm interested, really am. It's been in a bit of a downtrend. So let's go over here to the 4-hour chart. That's the one I like to look at when I'm looking to get into potential buy plays. really starting to break down. So the furthest I can go back is September. So it busted out the gate around the $3 range, came all the way down to 120. Well, look where we're heading again. We hit 114. So I think there's a potential. No, there's that 119 range, and then all the way back to $4. So I'm kind of looking for a potential pattern right here, pattern trade I would call it, to ride this momentum back to at least the 3.5 range. And I've been doing some research on Canoe. I mean, they seem legit. I'll bust out the video. I want to show you guys what they got. Let me pull this up. So this is kind of what this company is. It's a little EV company, multi-purpose delivery vehicles in a sense. They're actually pretty badass. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like if I had to, dude, I'd run your ass over in this big ass minivan, electric minivan, basically. The steering wheel is cool, man. A loft on wheels. I think they got a bed in here. It's really nice, man. I don't think any are selling. I see the pre-order right now. Let's see, launching as early as 2023. So kind of a startup company. You gotta be careful with these. You really do. But there's potential here, and you know, I felt the same way about Nikola, and Nikola ran to $56, man, and I made some pretty good money off of Nikola. So I am watching this company. Not a lot of people are talking about them. So something I came across, the stock is actually up 18% today, which you know, nothing to blink at. You know, you make 20% on a day with the market we've been having. That's very good. So I'm not saying I'm hopping in immediately. I might wait a couple days. You know, I might even purchase it next week, depending on how everything's going. But you know, this potential, you know, you can make good 20-30% easily off the stock. So I am looking at this for a potential pickup. So do your own research, do your own DD. Let's see what else this is. So yeah, just a really cool little freaking multi-purpose van. You know, I could definitely see them rolling around eventually. I mean, that's a big ass van. I mean, I don't know what else you want me to say, but I think they're cool. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if there's something you think we should look at. But I'm liking it as of late. And you know, we had that dip down to 120 range, came all the way up to $7 before we ultimately hit that 119 range, where we kind of just starting to bounce right here. So that little pattern where we come down, come back up, it hit $4. Now we're coming back down to 114. I'm watching it. I'm not necessarily saying we're at bottom, but if the trend would continue like it has been, you know, make it a slightly lower high off the zoomed out portion of this, you know, you could potentially trade this thing back up to $4, $4. So that's, you know, gonna be a possible 200-300% return off your money right there. So I'm looking at Canoe, just to let you guys know. I'll post it in the Discord. You know, do your own research, do your own DD. Let's check out Bitfarms, because Bitfarms having a day. What a freaking day. Bitfarms up 9.25%. So what we got? We still got these old lines we popped. Dang, man, we came a long way since everything was rocking back in early November. I mean, look at that hard climb it had, all the way from 5 to almost 100% right here, and that was in a span of 1 to about a week right here. And then ever since then, it's been on a bit of a downtrend. So that's kind of the thought process right now. Buy the dip, sell the rip. You can see we ran from $2 all the way to $8 before we bled all the way back to $4. So I think it's important, guys, especially in the stock market. You know, when you start to get these rips like this, I think it's extremely important that you kind of just take you some profits, and you know, you can always buy back in on a rainy day. They're gonna come. You know, we have our highs and we have our lows, and that's emotionally and monetarily. So as of right now, BITF, shit, you could probably gap fill this thing up back to $5. I think it could potentially be heading back in that direction. Let's kind of take a look. So what we did, we had that run to $8 all the way back to yeah, $2.75. So that was a span of February to July, so kind of stayed from that high about 6 months. So what we got, November to it's February, guys, fucking February. So let's hope we can get some a nice green month. I don't think it's by happens since that February is about to start and the market's turning green. I think February, it's gonna be a tight little time crunch. It's the shortest month of the year, but I do think February is gonna be overall good for the markets. It gives us that time frame before we start talking rate increases from the Fed. Of course, we also have the much anticipated CPI data coming out on the 10th for the month of January. So I'm eager to see if we're going to see that 7 to possibly 10% inflation. We don't know. We saw the 7% inflation. Bitcoin rose 5%. So anything can freaking happen right now. It's anybody's guess as to what is about to happen, guys. But I'm overall bullish for the month of February. I think if you're in the right place, I think there's really good potential to make 15, 20, even 30% in some instances off of some of these plays. I think this is going to be a profit-taking month for a lot of you swing traders out there. I think I think there's a lot of buys out there. That's what I'm thinking, and I'm going to try to get them to y'all. BITF looking really good right here. Potential gap fill back up to $5 if you're willing to hold it, possibly to the mid, maybe third week of the month. If we can, do what I think the crypto market's going to do, because when Bitcoin's up, the crypto mining stocks are up. You can basically watch it. We'll get back to that same sentiment what we were doing, watching Bitcoin price over the weekend. You see a big jump. If you're holding BITF or HUT or one of these stocks, you can be happy that you are, and maybe take some of those profits on these Mondays. So we'll get better at profit taking in general, but that's been the name of the game. Buy the dip and sell the rip. I mean, that's basically what it is. Nobody's out here to care about your feelings. I see these little pumps. It's just take your profits whenever you can. And I understand if you're a long-term holder. Some argue that's one of the best ways to invest, but there's so many dips and valleys. I would challenge y'all to, if you're not a avid swing trader, maybe do what I do. Take a couple $100, or start small. Take $50 and say, hey man, look, I'm gonna challenge myself. I'm gonna give myself a month and a half, 2 months, and I'm gonna turn this 50. And just take February for instance. Take $50 and say, hey man, I'm gonna turn this 50 into 100. And, just keep trying to get those little 100%. I think potential February. A couple different plays. And I'm gonna try to stay on top of some pretty good runners for us. Give us the best chance to start doubling up on some gains over here. But I would challenge you to start off small. Take a little bit, make a swing trade account, and say, hey man, I'm gonna really try to grow the swing trade account and take some profits from this and move it over to my long-term account. That strategy for me works extremely well. It always has, and I think you'll just become a better trader and a better chart reader, better everything in the stock market and the crypto space doing that. So what we got? A few new people. KC, what's happening? Turbo Fireman, Benny Eldorado, what's going on, y'all? Good to see y'all in the chat. Really is. It looks like we have a bounce. Just as in a bull market, it needs to go down to go up. For the same bear market, it needs to bounce to go lower. We will see. Absolutely, man. Turbo, good to see you, Matt. Glad you're feeling better. Got me a couple Bobcat HNT miners. There you go, my man. Hey, definitely drop that in the mining room, man. Once you get the whole setup, once you get your stuff situated, I'd like to see your little setup, dude. That's very, very cool. But if you could, man, drop a picture in the Discord. I'd love to see what you're working with, man. Very, very cool, though. What's up, KC? How you doing, man? Mr. Rick, always a pleasure, dude. Good to see you. Be careful. There's still a decent correction coming in the stock market, in my opinion. It could also affect crypto. What's up, OMG? Absolutely. Definitely. That is always the possibility right now. We've been bleeding since mid-December, so any sign of green, man, everybody's like, hey, the market's back. Like, yeah, it's not 100% back, but it does feel better to have some green in your portfolio, to say the least. Yeah, but I'm not too concerned about that SL. I don't think that's going to be a too big a factor, but it could be. I could be wrong. I did 800% off a new stock. That is amazing. Let's pull it up. Let's see what it did, because you did hit me up about it. Pluxin Ltd. I think this is that Chinese educational. Let me pull this up. Let me see. All right, give me a second. Give me a second here. All right, so this thing just freaking exploded today, and I cannot tell you for the likes of me why, but I'd be careful with this. Like, straight up. This is profit taking time right here. I know it's a bull flag, massive bull flag. 18 cents to 191. Give me a second. Let me pull this up. Let's pull this up and find out why this thing. Let's see the news. You got to have news on this. It's impossible not to have that type of gains. So it reverse split. That's what they're saying. Pluxin Limited stock is going to reverse split on Tuesday, February 1st. 31st. This says tomorrow. Hold on. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this looks like. Okay, so Pluxin has a opened at 20 cents on Friday. The stock's 50-day moving average price is at 35 cents, and its 200 moving average price is at 57. Pluxin has gone to a one-year low of 19 cents and a one-year high of $9.17. The firm has a market cap of 17.3 million, a price earnings rate of 0.08, and a beta of 1.6. Separately, JP Morgan Chase & Company downgraded Pluxin from a neutral rating to an underweight rating in research report. Hedge funds have recently modified their holdings of the company. SquarePoint Ops LLC increased its stake in shares of Pluxin. I can't even say this. By 664% in the second quarter. There's no way. Before buying. This isn't the reverse, is it? I mean, it looks to me like it would be. Unless it just shot up before that. Let's go back to this 4 hour. I mean, it was almost due for that spike. I mean, look where this thing came from. Wow. I'm still not convinced though. Usually a stock will rip after a reverse split and kind of run for a couple days, and then before it kind of runs out of steam. So I'm sure some people are taking some profits right here. So I'd be extremely careful with it. I wouldn't be jumping in crazy. Hey, oh shit, hold on. Technical malfunction. Thank you, Stevie E, for that $5 make you holla super chat, my friend. Yo, Matt, destroy them charts. Let's get it, dude. Hey, thank you very much, man. Appreciate you. Let me take the echo off. Thank you for helping me keep the lights on in this mug. So appreciate that, man, a lot. It has potential. It does. I don't know why it went so low. I mean, that's basically wow. That's probably one of them stocks where you got to buy 100 shares. I think when it gets below $1, you got to buy 100 shares at a time. So, yeah, you definitely made some pretty good gains. I wouldn't touch it. Personally, right now, I would kind of stay away from it. But if you made 800% off of this thing, Congratulations. Let's see if we can get back to possible 160, 170 range. We'll see what it does. I will keep my eye on this. This is going on my radar. Definitely going to be on my radar. It don't change the value. No, absolutely, that's all. I found a local contract, but what it says in that article I just read, which was kind of fucking with me, was February 1st. That's tomorrow. So either they reverse split today. Yeah, it had to be. It was down 8% today. So yeah. Let me pull up this other one OMG sent me. Alright, LICY. Let's check this out. Alright, so LICY basically is a company that crushes down old batteries and reuse the metals out of them. So basically might be a good green deal stock. So what we got? Let's get to the 4 hour. Zoom back out. Okay, so I can go back to November where we saw a pump from $9 all the way to $17 before we bled back off to that $10-9 range. That's the importance of taking profits, especially in this market that we're having right now. Any little pumps that you get, very important to take some profits. So bled off, had a little peak back up to 12, then we hit 7, went back to 14. Now we're back to 6. Gap fill? I think so, man. I think the whole market's getting ready to gap fill in the month of February. This could be a potential good month to practice your swing trade. You could potentially gap fill this thing up. I'd have to say at least back to $10. So LICY, that's going on my buy list for tomorrow. I think I might actually pick me up some. It did have a pretty good run up today. I don't know if I'm hopping in at a necessarily a good time or bad time because we are coming up off this 50 exponential moving average. I think a break right there, that's currently sitting at $7.67, which we almost crushed in aftermarket, but we're currently trading right below it. So if we get a little push tomorrow, I see you open up regular market hours. And then you can buy on Webull. You can wake up pre-market, pick you up some on Webull. I think if you wake up early enough and you see a little volume stepping in, because it definitely had some volume today, I think you could easily ride this thing back between $8 and $10. Potentially 8 tomorrow if we see a decent day. But very good potential. On this downtrend, we've been getting rejected off this 50, broke it a little bit, a little false break over it. There the same, so there's a potential you could ride it back up to 830 and get rejected once again. I think a gap fill up to 950 range is much more likely. So potential swing trade right here. Definitely have it on your radar. I like what they do, and look where this thing's coming from. It's coming from $14. This is the lowest point we've seen it at. We came from 7 all the way to 100% play right here, all the way to 14. So to see it gap fill all the way back to $12, that's a realistic possibility right here. So I hope you add this to your watch list. I think this is probably going to treat you extremely well if you can get in for the right price. I really do. Easily, me personally, I would have loved to rode it, picked it up in the 650 range down here. But I still think it's a potential right here. You could easily gap fill all the way back up. So I am watching that. That's what I'm waiting for. We'll wait to see what happens. It's been kind of having these little double bottoms before it rips. So maybe we come back down to that 6 and take off. Still a lot of possibilities in the air, but this is a potential right here, guys. Definitely has potential. So we'll see what happens. You're pretty much sitting at some lows, everything I can see off this chart. So let's see what happens. That double bottom definitely did it some justice. And kind of that golden cross happening right here too. Another technical analysis to look at, indicator right here. You know, when we had that cross, we were sitting at $9, pumped all the way to almost 15 bucks. So kind of having that death cross. So not quite sure. We had the death cross, and that was in July all the way to September. So 2-month time frame, you know, kind of the same thing. And that's kind of weird. That was kind of lining up with that crypto dip too right here. So you know, we're kind of looking, where we at, from that peak right here at $13, that 2-month time frame. It's kind of what we're looking at right here, mid-November to mid-February. You know, we're approaching that 2-month time frame, so everything could go on like a little spike, just pattern wise. So you might see a little pump here. What's up, Changers, X Shiba Doge? What's happening, man? Good to see you in the chat, man. If you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button for us, man. I'll bust out some Shiba and Doge TA for you here in 1 second, man. Wondering when AVAX will jump. Where is AVAX? Still 60 bucks. $70. So really on the comeback right now, man. Let's see where we're at. So I'm still like, the whole crypto space basically looks the same. I could pull up Doge, it's going to look the exact same. But I'm looking at this time frame right here. You know, that was that 2-month time. Well, no, that's different than what happened with Bitcoin. This is the month of December before it popped to back to 127 here in Christmas time. So I think it's due for a little pump. I'm eyeing that over $100 level. Right above it, try to get above this level of support as a potential next landing spot. But we have this big area and this area to get over. If we can hop back in this channel between 75 and 100 bucks and trade between there, that's swing trade city all day. 25 bucks per coin, you know. So I'm kind of eyeing that level right here. I think it could potential gap fill up and then potentially see if we can get a retest. This is the 4-hour chart, ladies and gentlemen. And this is getting that 50 starting to hook, so it's looking better. It is. It's taking some time, but you know, I think overall February could potentially be a nice gap fill across the market. So, yeah, Stevie E, I'm looking between 75 and 100, possible 100 for the top for AVAX, depending on what the market's doing. But I think AVAX is definitely heading back toward that 100. But we have to make it over 75. There's a potential you could hit 75 and get rejected and fall back, you know, somewhere around that $55 to $60 range, somewhere within there. So, but I'm hoping for the best right here. I really am. I'm thinking the market's gonna rebound here pretty good in February. And I'm talking, you know, Bitcoin 15, you know, 10%, you know. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how it plays out. Nobody knows what's going to happen, but I can tell you this, having the green day today in the stock and crypto market, I'm feeling a hell of a lot better. Really am. So Shiba, what we got here, man? Shiba Inu, many levels ago, we did bounce off support here on the 22nd at 17.00 flat. And kind of been trading sideways, so still on that fence line too as well. You know, could easily gap fill up a break over 2.3, I would say 2.4 range. You could easily gap fill back to 2.7, 2.9. So that's what I'm kind of looking for this next gap fill for Shiba. And then potential, you know, you start talking 3.5 again. It's gonna happen, guys. The market doesn't just sit in the fucking red for forever. So we're going to start having some gap fills. We're going to start getting some volume stepping in. And I do think institutions will start pumping some stuff right before the Fed raises rates, which is in March. So for the policy meeting. So I do think there's potential to get you some gains in before potential another couple months of redness coming in the market. So yeah, I'm feeling good, guys. I hope y'all are feeling good. I hope you're, you know, taking the time to dollar cost average into your investments at this time period. I think it's going to treat you extremely well. LICY has options also. That might not be a terrible thing to look at either. Some option calls for this thing, because if it would, take a big gap fill back up to 10, 12 bucks, yeah, that would be pretty nice. Me personally, like when I play call options, I like to, give myself plenty of runway out in front of me. Like I'm talking month and a half, 2 months out. As you can see, Clown Baby, he has call options for December of this year and then December of 2024. So like he's thinking long term, way ahead of the game. This dude is, his call option game is in outer space. So that's cool. I don't know what the theta breakdown, basically how much they're going to charge you to hold it, but I like that plenty of runway. That even them 6 month options, man, those can hit nice. I'm talking really nice if you hop in the right one. I know people had them call options on AMC, and when that thing was at 8 to 12 bucks, they were buying multiple call options. And I mean, these people went up hundreds of thousands of dollars, and congrats to them. But that just shows you a potential of some call options. So we'll be doing some call option stuff coming up here shortly too. You got to diversify in these types of markets and make sure you're staying on top of the game. So we're definitely going to work on doing better for y'all on that aspect of everything, and also buying the dips and selling the rips. Like we could have sold AVAX at 170, whatever the high was on AVAX. We could have sold that. I did take profits off of FTM. Let's see what FTM. I sold it at 189. I haven't been watching it as of late. I'm sorry, 289. I sold it at. So it's back to 210. I am watching it for a possible re-entry point. Let's check out FTM real quick, and that's Phantom Crypto, guys. So I would have to argue this thing. That's when everything broke down. We had that level. Let me go ahead and take that off the screen. But do not sleep on Phantom. Phantom is a great long-term project. This is gonna be much higher, I do think, in the future. It's up 3% today. Probably a little more than that. Webull chart's kind of off when it goes to reporting, just because of the time they reset their charts. But I'm looking for a potential gap back up to the $3 range. I really am, and I'm going to mark that, because that's going to be at some point. Hopefully in February, we're going to see a gap fill, and this is what I'm kind of thinking about the whole market. We're going to start to see these gap fills toward the upside. That's not to say, hey, we're going to bust some brand new all-time highs, but there's definitely, in my opinion, some gains to be made in the market this month across the board, stocks and crypto. So I'm kind of looking for $3 off of FTM, and I'm looking for a potential entry point. I don't think you'll see that 150 once again. You came close. 175. So we need to pop that 175 as support. Now look, there is potential you could see that 150 very easily if the market would take a turn for the worse. I'm not saying that it will or it won't. I'm just saying if it would take a turn for the worse, you could easily see at 175, 150 range again. And to me, that's kind of going to be where I'm going to scoop up a lot of it. But I'm kind of hanging on the fence right here. It's basically a gamble at this point if it's going to go up or down. But I'm betting overall that the market's heading back in the right direction, and the bulls are going to take over here for a brief period of time, and then we'll see what happens with the Fed. Not sure why, but these China stocks are pumping. Another stock called WEI. Let's check it out. 11%. Let's check it out. Get to the 30-minute chart. This might have been a reverse split too as well, maybe. Let me see. I'll tell you right now. Give me a second. No news. Go figure. Oh, 16 hours ago. A leading backed financial solution provider in China announced it will change the ratio of its American depository shares, ADS, representing its Class A ordinary shares from one ADS representing one class of common stock share to one ADS representing 5 Class A ordinary shares. The effect of the ratio change on the ADS trading price on the New York Stock Exchange will take place at the open trading on January 26th. That was the 26th right now. The exchange supersedes the original plan of a 3-to-1 ADS ratio change. It's disclosed. Let's see what they're saying here. Give me 1 second. Alright, so yeah, this Chinese company right now is basically upping its stake in US stocks. That's basically what's going on. And you're getting these, when they're talking about the ADSs, they're talking about the American depository shares. Basically refers to the shares in foreign companies that are held by US depository banks that can be traded in the US, including on major exchanges. The terms of ADS and American depository receipts are often used interchangeably. So pretty cool. That was the 26th. That's what happened. Had a massive spike. Now you kind of back down to earth, but might continue some type of bullish sentiment if we can find support around that 150 range. So yeah, I might watch this thing around 150, see if we bounce. We'll see what happens with it. Can we go back further? Last time you had a massive spike. You saw what happened all the way at $2.75. Went back below the level before the pump. Same thing here. Boom. Went back below the level. So yeah, for that instance, I could definitely see it hopping back below 43 cents. But potential, definitely has potential. So we'll keep an eye on this too as well. I think I kind of missed it. It does have these periodical spikes. This was back in June. So June, January, and February. So every 6 months this thing goes on a bit of a rip. So if we're watching this thing, we're looking for June for this next spike. So WEI, this is gonna go on my notes, my watch list for a watch out for June. WEI, and I'm gonna put the specifics about why I'm putting this in my notes, because I'm gonna want to remember, you know, what the hell is WEI? What am I doing looking at some Chinese stock in my notes? So I'm gonna definitely put that for the May calendar to look at. But alright guys, that's what I got for y'all tonight. I do think the market is back for the short term. I think February could potentially be a really good month for cryptocurrency, so, and stocks included. So check out Canoe. Do your research. I think the little mini delivery vans are pretty badass, man. Wouldn't want to get hit by one of the things. You know, they're pretty big. So I think there's potential for them. So check them out. They're still in pre-order. Nothing's guaranteed. So you know, it's very hard for a car company to make it in this world. So be careful out there. Make sure you invest in wisely, guys. LICY, check it out. WEI, I'm staying away from it, but I will revisit in May. I think you could have potential. BITF also looking pretty hot. One more before we go. I gotta check out HUD 8 mining, what it did today. I'm sure if whatchamacallit was up, BITF, I bet you this one's doing decent. And there we go, 7.61%, up a little bit in the aftermarket hours. So potential gap filling. This ain't even it. Hold on. HUD 8 mining. So potential gap filling all the way back to potential. I like to see it hit back to $10. gap fill, nice cup and handle, and continue ripping. But we're still unsure about what the market, what's going to happen with the market. With the Fed coming out with the rates. So I think CPI data on February 10th is going to be a big tall tale sign to see how extreme the Fed comes out with interest rates. So I think if we get a good data reporting, I'm not saying we're not going to see rates increase. We're definitely going to see them increase. They have to. But if we get a good CPI data report coming in a lot less than what they're expecting, I think that'd be good for March. Be a little less fear in the market. So that's what I got for you guys today. Be on the lookout. HUT might be a damn good buy right here, guys. 594, 598. Could gap fill easily back to $7, $8. So get those gap fills in. Maybe take time to actually try out what I said earlier. It's nothing I'm saying is financial advice, but it'd be good to see, take $50, take $75, whatever you can afford. Take $5 and turn it to 10, and just try to work with that. Get good at swing trading, keep adding to your long-term investments, and it's just gonna make you a better trader. And you'll have a lot more fun, man. Like, oh man, I bought this level right here and I sold this top right there. I did good. So so close to 2K subs. I know, man. I'd have crushed it by now, but I did not. I've been slacking, bro. I admit, look, I got sick. I've been working on this Twitter game, man, trying to up that avenue of things, man. It's going well over there. I mean, some of these shows me and Bulldog are doing over there, they're getting, 30. We had a show that had over 40,000 views. So definitely, I'm on to something on that end, but it's taking a little bit of time away from my YouTube channel, which, I'm going to be here, guys. I'm going to always be here reporting. And you know how to reach me. If you need something, man, I'm always in Discord. I'll start being, better at hosting some little spaces for us. We did a little mining class. We tried the little poker thing. So we're going to do more, guys. I promise, man. But I love you. I got y'all back. I got you back like a butt crack, so you already know what the deal is. Wednesday, make sure y'all subscribe to Bulldog as well. I'm going to be hosting there Wednesday night and Friday night, and then sometime on the weekend. So, look, that's my boy right there trying to catch me right before I hop out this bitch. But what we got, bro? Get some rest, bro. Good to see you back. Great info as always. You've been busting your ass, no slacking. I know it. Hey, thank you very much, Bulldog, man. You're my boy, my dude. So, always much love, much appreciated, man. Much freaking love and much appreciated. OMG coming in. I don't mind buying now and waiting till June. Absolutely, if you don't, I'd say you're pretty safe right here. So, I don't like how this motherfucker's in front of me. So let me move this dude. I kind of changed my screen up a little bit, so sorry about that, guys. But no, thank you for that, Bulldog. Really appreciate it, man. Helping you do keep his lights on in this mug. So yeah, OMG, hey, if you don't mind holding through these this little time period where March, we'll go over it. We might see some pretty good little pumps before the Fed raises rates, like we talked about. It's very possible. So we'll see what happens. So. Alright, guys, look, I'm out. I got some stuff to work on before I get some sleep. So much love, guys, as always. I love you. Got your back. If you need me, hit me up in Discord. I'll be there. So until tomorrow night, guys, I'll try to hop on a little bit earlier. I hopped on late, but I had to come on at least and put on a show for y'all. Let you know what I'm thinking about the market, because I think it's very important right here. These gap fills we talked about in the show tonight, that I think there's a high probability that these gap fills are going to be happening here shortly. So